Okay. Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to the Board of Supervisors meeting for April 8th, and it's great to see such a very local crowd and such a beautiful day here on the coast, and we're really glad to be here. So at this point, I'd like to have roll call, please.
Supervisor Delbar? Here. Supervisor Pinches?
Here.
Supervisor Smith? Here. Supervisor Colfax?
Here.
Chair Wattenberger?
Here. And a couple of announcements to start off. There will be no closed session today, and also just a notice of information. This is National County Government Week, and so it's very appropriate that we're bringing the county government to you here on the coast today. And throughout the month, we'll be doing various things to highlight county government in Mendocino County. At this point, I'd like to invite your mayor, Doug Hammerstrom, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
And so if you'll all join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Doug. Have any comments for us this morning?
Well, I would like to welcome you to the city of Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg does a lot of things with the county. Coming to mind are the transfer station at Casper, wave energy, animal control, and many other things. And in those roles, we serve the same constituency, the people who live here in the county, and in that respect, I would also like to thank you for coming to the coast and making yourselves available to the citizens of the coast. I think this is a good thing that you move your meetings around and people have a chance to see you and have input on issues of concern to them. And welcome to Fort Bragg, and we once again brought you a sunny day.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you for your comments. Next item of business, we have two sets of minutes for March 17th and April 1st. Oh, excuse me, Supervisor Smith.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a few comments. I would like to thank the mayor for his hospitality, and the city's always been very gracious in trying to encourage us to have meetings here and cooperating with us of getting the facility and making sure that we have the video and making sure that we have the video capability and the recording capability. So I want to thank the city. And I also want to thank our chair, because he has been very accessible and very amenable to making sure that the agenda reflects the coastal issues, and he's been just great in really supporting the idea of getting the meetings out of the Ukiah area. He's done that from the start, from when I joined him on the board in 2005, and he's been just great in terms of very accommodating and making sure that we take the time we need to when we have the meetings on the coast, and making sure that the agenda reflects the concerns of those residents of the coast. And I want to thank you.
Thank you, Kendall. I appreciate that. Supervisor Pinches.
I want to acknowledge Kendall's mom and sister being here today.
Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, let's take up the two sets of minutes then, on March 17th and April 1st. What's the action of the board?
I'll move approval.
Okay, both sets?
Yes.
Okay, it's been moved for both sets, April 17th and March 17th and April 1st. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been seconded. Any discussion to the motion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Okay. Next item is consent calendar. Madam Clerk, do we have proper notice?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And to the board, any items on the consent calendar to poll for discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I have a request from an individual to pull item 12A.
12A?
Yeah, this just came to me. Sorry.
The wind
It
turbine?
has to do with the wind turbine, yes.
Okay.
Is Cheryl Robson here? Robeson? Okay, and you'd like to comment on that? Yes. Okay, and would this be an appropriate time for her to provide public comment?
I believe so.
On that item, then we can move forward.
Yes.
Okay, first let me apologize for taking time during this busy meeting. This is a discussion which should be happening in a public meeting with the planning department and interested parties. However, this application has bypassed that process. This application is for a wind turbine tower. There are some defects in the application. For instance, the application and notice describe the property as being 3/4 miles east of the town of Mendocino, but they claim that the town of Mendocino town plan allowing a 28-foot tower should apply to the application. So which is it? Are they in Mendocino or are they not in Mendocino? Additionally, this tower would be far taller than is allowed by the Mendocino town plan. They are planning to build a structure 40 feet tall, which is the equivalent of a 5-story building. Additionally, there is no plan submitted for the base that would hold up that tower, no evaluation of what environmental impact this large tower and base would have. This lot is in an area that is riparian and wetland, which for previous projects has required environmental input, yet not even a botanical study was done. I ask that this tower be denied. Further, the lot that this tower would be on is adjacent to Big River State Park. The house is visible from Big River parking lot and beach. The proposed tower site would be immediately adjacent to a protected wooded riparian area, about 130 feet from the boundary of Big River State Park to the east, and about 300 feet from the state park boundary to the south. There has been no consideration of the effect that this turbine and tower would have on the acorn woodpeckers and pileated woodpeckers that nest here, or on the fly zone of the blue heron, osprey, black-shouldered kite, sharp-shinned hawks, red-shouldered hawks, and other birds which nest in the Big River Park and fly over this area. There has been a well-publicized killing of birds by wind turbines in the Altamont Pass, where the worst problem is with the smaller towers, which are now nicknamed lethal turbines. However, no study was done on the environmental impact that this tower would have on the birds, even though it is being placed in proximity of and between environmentally sensitive areas. I'm asking that this application be denied. If you do not feel that it can be denied outright, it should at least be required to go through the full Mendocino County and Coastal Zone permitting process, including environmental impact studies, public input, and evaluation by the Coastal Commission. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions to the speaker?
Thank you, Ms. Robeson. Chair, this is duly noted. Of course, we cannot take action on this at this particular time, but we are noting this, and we trust that staff will be noting this, your comments and expression of concern. And so thank you very much.
Thank you.
We do have Rick Miller from Planning and Building in the audience. Is there any questions for Rick from the board in regard to this item?
Mr. Chairman, I don't know if that'd be appropriate at this time. I think staff should note this and proceed accordingly.
Okay. So, Supervisor, your wish is to pull this item and do what with it?
I think we should pull the item unless there is some issue there, and that brings you into it then.
Thank you, Supervisor.